Hello everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another episode of City of Heroes. Well, here we are at Deep Freeze. He is, of course, is our stalker we've been playing throughout Praetoria. This is our 9th episode of the Praetorian story arc, and I believe it'll be our final one of the Praetorian story arc. He is a radiation and ice stalker, fairly effective. It's hard to tell in Praetoria because everything in Praetoria is much tougher. Today we're going to meet our last contact in the Praetorian story arc, Antimatter, who we met briefly in our last episode. He is now our contact. We're at level 19 and a half. Once we hit level 20 and we finish the story arc, we'll be able to move on to blue side or red side, and depending on what we decide to do. And so this is going to be our big finale to the Praetorian story arc. We've been, those of you who have stuck with me on these all these episodes, I salute you. It's been a long road and kind of a tough one to make through. I am playing all my missions, can't really tell here, -1 times 0. Just because, again, everything in Praetoria is higher level than what you normally see in red side or blue side. For no apparent reason. It's not really, it doesn't make much sense except that everything is just much harder, and since we're low level characters anyway, that's the last point where you'd want everything to be much harder. But it is. So we've been doing a little cheat a bit, but we are now going to meet Antimatter, and let him give us our first of, I think, 5 missions in this story arc. Let's see what he has to say. Since I'm in direct contact with you, Deep Freeze, you refer me to my real name, Antimatter. I don't have time for Praetor formalities. I've heard that you are the best amongst those loyal to Praetoria, which is why I've requisitioned your services. The work I am doing here on my island is of the utmost importance to Emperor Cole. Therefore, it is only logical it is important to you too. I have a vital task that I am about to entrust to you. I am hoping for your sake that you understand the gravity of the situation. Part 1, the new team. Antimatter mumbles to himself. Do you know how much work that is put on my shoulders, Deep Freeze? Too much. Cole thinks I'm like that idiot Barry, where I can just wave my hand and make something in a matter of moments. Well, I can't, but what I can do is make something that's good. Look around you, these reactors of mine. They're efficient, powerful, and will stand the test of time. Now look at Barry's work in his city. It's already beginning to crumble, and he's simply moving on to the next big thing. He should be ashamed of his work, and yet he gets all the glory. Is that right? Fair? It isn't. And further, it isn't fair that now I'm tasked to deal with these other worlders, if I didn't have anything else to deal with. Cole claims Barry is busy, but I highly doubt that. So who are these other worlders? They call themselves Longbow. They started spilling out into the tunnels one day, making a mess out of everything. They're some sort of spandex-wearing idealist spouting about delivering justice and giving the people freedom. All I know is they're causing me nothing but problems. A group of them have attacked one of my labs. I'd go handle it myself, but I've got 10 other things I'm tasked with doing, of course. It's not like it's one of my labs that's important. Some investigator or interrogator went down there before to look into it. I think his name is Kang or something. I don't need any PPD dying in my labs. That's just the one more thing that I've had held over my head. I need to go in there and stabilize the situation. I hear that's what you do best. All right, so our old friend, interrogator Kang, is involved in this story arc. That's good. It'll be good to see him. He was a good contact. He even took a direct role in some of our missions. That was pretty cool. Now, again, even though we are super loyal to Emperor Cole, we did go behind his back at the end of the last issue. There's Mr. Kang. I don't know who these people are, but I'm going to tend to get to the bottom of it. They're causing problems throughout all of Praetoria, even attacking members of the Powers Division. All right, so let me get this slid over here. All right, so Longbow, I don't mind beating those guys up because I really don't like them. They're kind of a pain in the day. Their costumes, I think, are terrible. And I played against a lot of these guys on villain side, and they're a pain in the neck to deal with. Find out what the mysterious group is after. Take down the group's leader. All right, well, we got Kang here, so I guess we're going to have to fight pretty much everybody here. Oh yeah, okay. I have been playing a character I'm probably going to have on episode soon. He's a brute, very effective brute. And he is uses fire armor, which is very different for him. He uses his savage melee fire armor. And for a second there, I thought I was playing him. So it's like, oh, where's my AoE power that I usually use? Oh, yeah, I don't have that here. It's a different character. So, yeah, I got a little turnaround on that. But these guys are going to be easy to fight because they're low level. And we made it that way on purpose. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on hold until we get to the group's leader, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We're fighting through this map, and apparently some of these enemies are laying down some information that Interrogator King is picking up on. Asked about Mrs. Liberty and the Freedom Phalanx and things like that. We just got this clue. Tunnels layout. You found exactly what the Longbow group is looking for. A layout of the tunnel system beneath Praetoria. Looking it over, you notice several areas circled with notes from someone, most likely antimatter. The notes read, good spot, there's no resistance here. Clean out ghouls here and move in. The last spot circled is right beneath Keys Island, though there's no comments next to it. Okay. I'm really just looking for the main boss so we can get this wrapped up. Longbow officer, that looks pretty promising. There we go. That's my new power. Once I get some slots in there, it'll be much better than that. Yeah, it's a bit more soft than I care for. These radiation attacks are more soft than I really like. But anyway, all right, let's exit out of here and see what we can do next. All right, fortunately, it's really close, right around the corner. All right, my researchers are starting to flood back into the lab. Good job. That's one task off my list of 100 things to get done by the end of the day. You found information about the Longbow group working in art with Arachnos? Ugh. This is going to lead back to me, Deep Freeze. I just know it. Sure, why do we ask Antimatter to take care of it? He's not Praetor anymore. He has all the time in the world. It's not like I'm still being ordered to do everything else while the brat Barry just continues screwing around. I think I'm going to need your help some more, because if Cole expects me to protect Praetoria on top of everything else I'm doing, then it's going to be up to you to get that part of it done. Part 2. How familiar are you with Arachnos? Well, I hope enough to fight them, because I have no time to give you a history lesson on what they're about. I've just been given the word that I'm supposed to deal with this Arachnos threat here in Metropolis. Of course, why not? I got plenty of time to handle that. At the very least, Cole has Praetor White dealing with the issue of Longbow, though he'll probably just send an issue over to one of those other power divisions. I'm really the only one of the Praetors who take responsibility for what needs to get done. At any rate, there's a report that Arachnos has taken over an office building nearby, claiming they're fighting for the resistance or some stupidity like that. Do you really think you can go in there and handle the situation? Arachnos have already killed several office workers. My intel says they're planning on blowing up the building. The last thing I need right now is their building to go blown up on my watch. Good. Now look, just be careful when you're going in there, all right? I don't need you dying when you have a whole slew of things to take care of. I'm glad this guy really cares about us so much. All right. So Arachnos, Longbow and Arachnos. So they're both fighting on the same side they both like the resistance. I think they must like the resistance for different reasons, but we'll find out, I suspect. All right, it's different looking off his building on the outside anyway. It's kind of cool looking. You saw several injured office workers outside the building. As you walked in, they all cheered for you and your victory over Arachnos. Yeah, you mean Longbow. I haven't fought Arachnos yet. All right. Little glitch in the system there, I think. Do we need to fight everyone? Oh, 4 minutes to deactivate the Arachnos teleporter. Oh, shoot. What the heck is that all about? Arachnos teleporter. I know nothing about this. Oh, jeez. I hate time limit missions. Alright, we're going to look for a glowy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Some type of teleporter. This might be it right up here. Alright, we better do this fast then. Turn this off. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. I got less than 3 minutes and I failed. Get the cooler jets. Come on. Don't miss again. Thank you. Yeah, these soft powers, I don't know. I like the punching stuff rather than the touchy-feely stuff. All right. Retrieve data from Arachnos. That's optional. Defeat the Arachnos operative. And there's no time limit. Good. Okay. Go to our speed force here. Oh, this is that weird room. This room has, I've never gotten a good pattern on this room. Most rooms you get a kind of a pattern for how you want to go about clearing it. This one is a tough one. I've never figured out a good pattern for it. Arachnos operative. Usually this is where they put a boss up on this level here. There's a lot of different corners and stuff in here. Okay, I'm gonna, well, let's see here. Oh, I'm gonna put this on hold while I look for the operative, and I'll be right back. And he was in the very next room. Here he is. Let's go ahead and use build up on him to make sure he gave him one shot. Oh, for crying out loud. I can't believe it. That's pitiful. All right, let's take a look at this. I got slot up as best I can. I mean, come on. And I get a 20% bonus because it's assassination. All right. Let's get out of here. At least these two missions have gone by pretty quick so far. That's good. Do we have, yeah, we do have his phone number. Good. Let's see what he says next. You'd think the PPD would be able to handle Arachnos, but that Marchand would be given orders to handle it. But who has to do it? We do. Sometimes things just aren't fair, Deep Freeze. And at least you took care of the Arachnos in that office. That's one less thing for me to worry. What? Bombs in the tunnels? No. Would you not tell me that? Ugh, not in the tunnels. I need those tunnels. Do you have any idea how badly that's going to hamper my schedule if those go off? This isn't going to be Deep Freeze. You just hold on a moment. I'm going to find out where those bombs are, and you're going to stop them for the good of Praetoria. Part 3. I've got a location on those bombs, Deep Freeze. From what I've gathered, they're much more powerful than what Arachnos should have. Not surprisingly, what's also not surprising was Praetor Barry finding out about what I'm investigating. One thing led to another, and now I'm being ordered to recover those bombs so that I can investigate them further. Of course, he isn't going to do the research. Why not? He just barges into my business, gives me more work, then speeds away. I bet he's going to go make some sort of stupid new application to add to those in pads of his. Everyone will love it. He'll get more popular. And in the meanwhile, I'll be here investigating some technology that's powerful for Arachnos, but probably idiotic for us to use. Anyway, the bombs, where are they located? Very good, so right that I almost forgot about the bombs. Here's the location. Arachnos has left them in the tunnels. They're probably too scared to stay down there, well, with all of Barry's failed experiments running around. I was going to try and find out where those destined ones ran off to, but that interrogator King said he was going to pick up that investigation. I think I'm starting to like him. Let me know when you've got some of the bombs disarmed and those destined ones brought in. So disarm the Arachnos bombs. All right, in the tunnels, which means I'm glad we're a stalker. Keep the speed on until we find out where we're going. 3 Arachnos bombs to disarm. Oh, that one just kind of dropped out of the ground, didn't it? What the heck? You managed to disarm the Arachnos bomb, though you notice some strange symbols on the side of it. Oh, okay. I thought these would be the bombs we have to, to destroy. Huh. Let's put on the speed. Race through here and see if we can find these other bombs. Yeah, the first one they give us for free. The rest we got to really work for. Okay, yep. Good. All right, wow, that was good. Let's get out of here. Whoops, we've already got a mission. Apprehend Arachnos destined ones. Oh, okay. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. So let's see what we got to do with these Arachnos destined ones. Interrogator King greets you as you enter the warehouse, full of Arachnos and resistance. Things are starting to connect to Arachnos, Longbow, and Cole, but first we need to make sure these destined ones don't try to harm anyone else. 3 destined ones to apprehend. Now I like Interrogator King, but him following us may be a part of a problem. I may just kind of leave him in the dust. I'm just gonna leave it behind. Oh, Pyro. Oh, I recognize her. She's a hero, and who, when we were villains, we converted her to the villain side. We did all sorts of stuff to her to convince her that the heroes killed her parents or something. So she's a villain, but she's only a lieutenant here. So let's go ahead and finish her off. Nice. In some missions, he's pretty tough. So those are the destined ones we're going to be looking for. Good to know. Here's the next one. Okay. Yeah, a lot of soft powers. Come on. Come on. How many times did I hit this guy to kill him? Jeez Louise, he's blue. He's blue, for crying out loud. Kill him. Okay. All right. So, third and final one. Go ahead and go back to hide. Nope. 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 Hey, you can't suddenly see me. How can these guys see me? Wait a minute. Wait. You can't see me. Come on. I hate that. I hate that. Either I have stalker powers or I don't have stalker powers. Come on now. I don't like that. That's pitiful. And I miss again. Oh shoot. Thank God, I didn't realize I was almost dead. Come on. Jeez Louise. Enough. All right. No, get down. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not right. They can't see you, then they can see you. Then they can't see you, then they can see you. Let's look for this last guy. Somebody's talking. I can't tell who it is, though. There we go. Towering Inferno. Oh, I love the name. All right. Towering Inferno. Just like the great movie. Got him. All right, yeah, let's get out of here. On my Brute character, I'm running through the blue side on the game, and I've been actually playing First Ward, which is a whole series of it. First Ward is kind of the area between, it's also part of Praetoria, but it's accessible to blue side and red side. And it's for levels 20 to 30. And I've just finished that up, and I'm so glad I finished that one. They're really good stories and good missions, but I think I spent 12 hours over this weekend playing those, and I only leveled from 29 to 31. I did a lot of missions for a lot of contacts. It was really cool, but wow, it was I would do an entire story arc and get 2 bars. It's like, oh man. All right, anyway, good job on that, Deep Freeze. I've got the bomb shipped to one of my labs. I had to pull a few of my assistants off their current assignments to get this work done. I don't think it's very important, but orders from on high say to get at least one of my teams to examine it. Of course, orders are also telling me to have the same team continue to work on their current project. Everyone thinks I can handle the same workload as Barry, which is absolutely ridiculous. He's a speedster. He makes 20 piles of junk at the time it takes me to make one piece of amazing technology. I really think that should say something about our work ethics. Anyway, those destined ones have been sent to Marchand to deal with. In the meantime, guess what I have to deal with? Another incident in one of my labs, this time from Longbow. Part 4. I wonder sometimes if Praetor Barry has all these problems. I've gotten reports of an alarm going off in one of my labs, probably Longbow, from the looks of it. I need you to go and check it out, Deep Freeze. I've got a lot of supplies stored in that lab, dangerous supplies for various tasks, like aiding the PPD fighting Hamadon, etc. Longbow stumbling around in there is only mean they get powerful weapons or they blow off half a city block. How they manage to find their way in there, I don't know, but I need you to make sure that nothing bad comes from them, for their primitive minds poking around my business. If it's to protect the people, I'll do it. Excellent. Now look, just make sure that you don't destroy anything in there, all right? It'll set back my plans far too much. Not that they weren't already set back with all these tasks that are falling on my shoulders. I suppose this is the price I pay for trying to do quality work instead of quantity. Okay. It's a bit of a prima donna, but okay. So let's go ahead and jump over there. I do think we're getting close to the end of the story arc, though. Now, my understanding from doing some reading is we're going to run into my old friend Arbitor Sands in one of these missions. And Arbitor Sands is a tough guy to fight. I like when I team up with him. I don't like when I have to fight that dude. He's a tough. And I'm not quite sure if this character is the guy we need to beat him. We'll see. Let's see. Back here again. Let's see. Let's see. Investigate the disturbance. Okay. Ah. This is Dark Watcher from the Vanguard. Hello, Deep Freeze. We need to make this quick. Who are you? How do you know my name? My name is Dark Watcher. I know many things about you, Deep Freeze. I know that you believe, or at least show you believe, in protecting the people of Praetoria. I know that you would do anything to protect the people, even if it meant working with a lunatic such as Praetor Tillman or consorting with people such as Antimatter. It is because of these things I appear before you today to speak with you. What do you want to speak to me about? About incursions by Longbow and Arachnos. You may or may not be aware that these two groups are not from Praetoria. They're from a place called Primal Earth, another dimension that mirrors this one. Your Emperor Cole is called Statesman, or was at least until Statesman was killed. The planet has not been devoured by Hamadon, but was ravaged by aliens called the Ricti. Longbow was afraid of Emperor Cole, or as they call them, Tyrant. They've run into him before and believe he intends to destroy our world. That aspect I cannot prove beyond a doubt yet. What I do want to prove to you is that Longbow is not your enemy, only their ignorance is. They endanger the people of Praetoria. I can't sit by while that happens. This is very true. I'm working as hard as possible on my end to get them to see that not all Praetorians are evil. Many Longbow believe even innocent Praetorian citizens wish to see Primal Earth burn. Obviously, this is causing somewhat of a bad issue with us. The only group from Primal Earth who truly are up to no good is Arachnos, who I'm sure you've run into. They seek to manipulate the resistance in order to destroy Cole and all of Praetoria. They are the true enemy to both you and your people. Even now, they plan a massive attack against one of Antimatter's reactors, one that I believe only you and one other man, Interrogator King, will be able to stop. The last thing I ask for you is to follow the intuition of Interrogator King. He is an intelligent man who is on the brink of discovering something that, I believe, will be massive. I just regret that in all of this, I will be unable to help you with what comes next. What comes next? An ambush by Longbow. It'll be the last time you face him. I apologize. Longbow! Oh, shoot. All right, we had to defeat all of them. Okay. Can they see me again? From what direction will they be coming? Yeah, they can see me. Great. And I have no powers. This is pitiful. Yeah, I'm really gonna, when I go blue side or red side, I'm really gonna have to put this character through his paces and see if he's worth to continue playing. I like the look of his character, but man, he's just I don't know. I just don't get a feeling of heft to him, if that makes any sense. Just feels a little squishy, you know. No, it's just his attack powers aren't that strong. I don't have them slotted very well, but I don't know. We will see. Yeah, I'm not that impressed with the radiation melee right now. I love radiation armor. It's my favorite. Hey, we hit level 20. I love radiation armor. But so far at least, I don't know. Sorry about that. Arc Flash. All right, this is a named character. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, I love the name. I love the character look. I love the ice armor I think. Oh, it's just we will see. Let's talk to Andy Manor and see what he has to say. You'd think Emperor Cole would give me more support than just the Lone Powers Division for my labs, wouldn't you? But no, he thinks I can just rely on you to get everything done. Doesn't feel good, does it, Deep Freeze? Unfortunately, my hands are tied in terms of helping you. I'm just barely getting everything done that's on my schedule. I can't afford to slip up, not after losing my praetorship. Hold on, I'm getting an important conference. Talk to me in a bit, Deep Freeze. Part 5. Praetoria's last best hope. This is ridiculous, Deep Freeze. That is the nerve of everyone. Arachnos troops have taken over one of my reactors. Some fool named Arbiter Sands, here we go, is leading the troops and plans to blow up one of my own creations. Do you have any idea how catastrophic that will be? The only 2 reactors can survive the blast. I designed them in case one collapse, but none of Barry's makeshift toys will survive the impact. Of course, I told him to design it and set it that way. He wouldn't listen. Half of Metropolis could be wiped away if that reactor explodes. Do you know who will be blamed for that? I will, at least by the people. But what am I ordered to do? No, not drop everything and stop Arachnos. No, I'm ordered to work harder on my projects and allow it to happen. The fools. They want to give us a good reason to hate Arachnos, a good reason for my project. But I never even wanted to fall. But I never even wanted to fall from praetorship just to work on this project. I never wanted any of this. I don't want the destruction of one of my creations to be what fuels this little war. That's why I'm turning to you, Deep Freeze. I can't stop it, but you can. I'm on it. What can we get the rest of the PPD to help? We can't. The powers that be have ensured the PPD won't be around to handle the situation. Well, all except one. I've gotten word that Interrogator Kang is on the scene, but that one man doesn't have your abilities. He can't handle this on his own. You need to go down there and stop Arachnos from blowing up my reactor. They have an Arachnos flyer in there. in here and actually disable our sonic fence defenses. Uh-oh. They're out there in full force. I'd bring any of the other power division that you can, or at least go prepared to fight full force against Arachnos. Oh boy. Take this device. It will reboot the sonic fences. It will reboot the sonic fencing defense in the area to destroy the Arachnos flyer. I've been given orders to preserve it, but if it worse comes to worse, I need you to blow that thing up. You and Kang are the only people who can stop this. Resistance working undercover for... Yeah, that's not us. All right, so this is the big deal here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to level up first. Let me see if I got... How much money do I have? 24th. I can't buy anything. Shoot. All right, I'm going to go level up first, and then I'm going to come back, and I'll come back when we get to the start of the mission. I'll be right back. Okay, I just leveled up to level 20, and what I did, we got 2 new contacts. First contact we got was Doorman, and he wants to talk about a way he sees something deteriorating in Praetoria. He wants to talk to us about it. And then Provost Marchand is back. He wants to talk to us about going through the rift. This is our ticket out of here. It's our ticket out of here. If this was lost, this would be the freighter that can get us out of here. But first, we're going to go ahead and fight Arbiter Sands, or attempt to fight Arbiter Sands. This could be very ugly. I think we'll have to keep Interrogator King with us close by on this. Arachnos have fortified the area around Antimatter's reactor to ensure they have it under complete control. Little do they know that the order has been given to let it explode. It's up to you to protect the lives of every single citizen that lives in Neutropolis. So we have 30 Arachnos to defeat first. Alright, so we gotta just fight through these guys first of all. Alright, I'm going to put this on hold until we get through all 30. Be right back. Okay, we're down to the final 1 Arachnos to defeat. We're going to make it operative green. Can't kill him, okay. Alright, defeat Arbiter Kim, Arbiter Oates, and Arbiter Curry. Oh, they're up there. Okay. Run upstairs. This is the reactor that they're trying to blow up. Oh boy, they're right next to each other too. Oh, come on. I can't miss every time. Come on. Come on. Do some damage. Do some damage. Do some damage. Did Interrogator King die? I think King is dead. Oh, great. 2 drones to defeat to disable Dr. Aeon's invincibility. I hear something going on. I think we've lost Interrogator King. Who's this guy? Let's kill him. Oh, come on. Please. Just work with me here, Powers. Work with me. Let's head upstairs. Okay, so this guy, we can't touch him until we kill these 2 things on the side. His drones. He's in a bubble of some type. Quit. I'm fighting, alright. Miss. Miss. Defeat Arbiter Sands. Oh boy, here we go. This is going to be the tough one. This is going to be it. Oh man. Okay. I got this machine gun thing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Summon a tank. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to make my initial attack, and then I'm going to summon this tank. This thing over here, summon melee damage guy. Wait for build up to come back up. Good, he's going to get fought by the Arachnos. Oh, I got him! I got him! I didn't need these guys after all. Reactivate the sonic fence defenses to destroy the flyer. Let's fight this guy. So these guys probably between us and what we need to do anyway. Alright, sonic fence. Here we go. I guess I overreacted to Arbiter Sands. He wasn't that tough after all. Heck. Well, that's okay. Better safe than sorry. We did it. I got my 7 reward merits. All right, let's see what happens next. That wasn't too bad at all, but then again, I've kind of out-leveled the mission too. But he was orange. He was orange. All right, contact. Any matter? Big XP. You don't know how relieved I am the reactor didn't blow up. I've got a lot of people angry at me over this, but I was able to slide the blame over to Praetor White. I told them I couldn't stop someone from Power's division from handling the situation. Of course, they've increased my workload for the project and jumped up the date, but it's nothing I can't handle. Well, unless there's another interdimension invasion from primal Earth. You said someone by the name of Arbitor Sands was there? Annoying. I wish I could have put him down myself. It's too bad about the Arachnos flyer. Well, too bad for Barry. He was the one that wanted to examine it. I'm sure he would have made a fine line of flyers that would break down in 2 months. Me? I wouldn't bother with it. They're using the same technology that those bombs were hooked up with. All shoddy stuff compared to what I'm capable of, that's for sure. Finale. Well, Deep Freeze, I believe you and I are done with each other. I've been ordered to cut ties with you in order to focus more on my current projects. Normally I would just tell you to get out of my sight, but I think you and I have an understanding of each other. You want to protect the people of Praetoria, and I respect that. I want my creations to be perfect and long-lasting, unlike Barry's pile of junk. I just have one last message that I received for you. I don't know why this PPD official thinks I'm some sort of messenger boy. I'm sure that once I regain my praetorship, none of this will happen again. What's the message? It's from Interrogator Kang. He wants you to meet him at this location. He said something about needing your help to finish one of his investigations. Good luck with that, Deep Freeze. When I rise back to power as a praetor, you can be sure I won't forget the help you've given me today. All right, so let's go talk to this guy. Oh, we got to meet him over, meet with Kang, single player in Nova Praetoria. That's the first area. So it's going to take me a little while to get over there. So I'm going to put this on pause, and I'll be back when we get over there. Okay, we are in the opening section. The Magisterium is somewhere over there. We got to meet Interrogator Kang in here. You see a note on the ground from Kang. I'm at the back. Prepare yourself. What I've found is going to change everything. Okay. I like these lab hallways much better than the ones on the blue side in the game, though. You're kind of cool looking. And a little bit more realistic. They're not like those giant, ridiculous things. These are pretty cool. Here he is. My old friend. I need to warn you, Deep Freeze. This is going to not sound like a recording. Oh, okay. We've been ordered to mobilize by Emperor Cole. The target is confirmed. Primal Earth. This is cool looking clockwork. Each of the War Walkers can handle at least a dozen superpowered beings from Primal Earth. We've also designed them to disable the Mediporter technology on Primal Earth. Once the attack is launched, we predict the war will be over within a week. No superpowered beings on Primal Earth will be left alive. We need to get this out to the people, Deep Freeze. We cannot allow this to happen. These people deserve a chance to reform, but Cole, he's going to kill off every last one. Okay, so here are two moral choices. Reveal Cole's invasion with Kang, or that aids the resistance, or handle the invasion yourself, which aids the Loyalists. So if we reveal Cole's invasion, the people of Praetoria need to know that their glorious leader plans to launch a full-scale war to wipe out an entire dimension of super beings. What about the threat of Hamadan? Or using this army to secure peace in this world? The people must know about this to help rally against Cole and stop the war from happening. It'll be difficult to gather support at first, but with this information known to everyone, it'll be the first step in many towards rallying the people to the cause of the resistance. Aid the Loyalist. Letting the people know about this could throw Praetoria into sheer chaos. There could be riots in the streets and more people than ever joining the resistance. People will die if this is let out. But then again, innocents will die both in Praetoria and Primal Earth if this war goes through. You have to prevent this news from getting out and then somehow find a way to stop the war yourself. Wow. So we want to stop the war no matter what it looks like. Either tell the people what's going on so they fight back, or we just do it ourselves. Both ones were going against the Emperor. Both times we're going against the Emperor. So it looked like we're not going to be able to support the Emperor at this point. We've got to go against him. So we want to, I hate to join the resistance, geez Louise. But then again, let's go with the resistance. Oh, I feel like a turncoat. Sent a covert text message from Steve Sheridan, prompting you to call him. Sent an encoded message by a member of the Resistance named Message Man. It says you can contact him whenever you wish to help the Resistance fight. I don't want to help the Resistance. Ugh. All right. Access the lab's computer to speak with Jessica Flores. We've really done it now. Where do we do this at? You've accessed the computer and managed to use it to get in touch with Jessica Flores. Hello? Hello? Who is this? I'm Deep Freeze. This is Jessica Flores, correct? Yes, this is she. Deep Freeze? Aren't you like one of the big names in the Powers Division? Listen, if you're trying to arrest me under one of your reports, I'm here to give you a report, Jessica. Send the data through. There's silence on the line for a few minutes as Jessica watches the footage. This is groundbreaking. If people knew about this, they wouldn't stand for it. Not if we make sure that Cole's propaganda machine doesn't spin it around. So you get this out to the people? Double up, right? Yes, of course. It may take a while. Well, it's going to take a while, but I'll make sure this gets to the right hands. I won't be able to just put it out on TPN. I've learned the hard way that Cole's machine knows how to spin things in his favor. But you can trust me, Deep Freeze. I'll make sure that this gets released. There's no way Cole can get out of here on this one. I'm trusting you with this, Jessica. I think we made a wrong decision. I think I made the wrong decision. Well, I know if we had done the other one, I'd have to kill this guy, and he's our friend. So that was another part of it. It's like, I don't want to kill this dude. He's been a good guy. Ah! All right, let's exit out of here. See what happens. I tell you, I really like the story arcs in this Praetoria. I really love these story arcs. The missions stink. The missions are terrible, but the story arcs are really good. Stuff like that, it's really cool. All right, well, now what do we do? Here are those two people we just talked to. Let's talk to Provost Marchand. Deep Freeze, what can I do for you? Deep Freeze, I'm sure you're fully aware, Emperor Cole is planning on a massive invasion into Primal Earth. As commander of the military, I would like to do my best to avoid any sort of conflict if we can. I know nearly every member of our military, at least the human ones, by name. If I can avoid putting them in harm's way, all the better. It is why I want you to act as an ambassador of sorts for us on Primal Earth. They all believe all Praetorians are evil, that we seek to destroy them. With that mentality, it would be impossible for us to avoid any kind of war, which is exactly what Emperor Cole believes. However, if we can show them that not all of us are evil, that we are just simply concerned about their chaos, then perhaps peace can be made. Completing this mission will send your character into Primal Earth and out of Praetoria. Yay! If you have any other business to finish in Praetoria, no. Now would be the time to do it. How would I get to Primal Earth? Through the rift enclosure beneath Keys Island. It's one of the many projects that Antimatter has been working on. We currently have 2 portals beneath there. One of them leads to the location in Paragon City, the other goes into the Rogue Isles. The choice of where to go is up to you, though I would heavily suggest going to Paragon City. They'll be the ones that can be most easily convinced that we are on their side, that some of us here in Praetoria do not wish to wipe them all out. The Rogue Isles, on the other hand, is a place where only scum and villainy live. Arachnos would not see any reason, not until they are destroyed. To go to the Rogue Isles would not help anyone but yourself. It's the only place where women seek to increase their own power. I implore you to make the right choice, Deep Freeze, if you truly care about the safety of Praetoria and Primal Earth. What we do. So I think in that case we have to go to Paragon City. So I think that's what we'll end up doing. So let's see. It's in Neutropolis, where we just recently came from. All right, so I'm going to put this on pause while I jump all the way back over to Neutropolis, and I'll be back when I get there. Okay, we are back at the reactor area where we just fought Arbiter Sands. We're going to go through the rift enclosure. Go underground. And I think we are going to go with Paragon City. You know, I kind of wish I'd made the other decision on that moral quandary we just did. Yeah. Oops. Your time in Praetoria is coming to an end. And now the choice of the new life in Primal Earth lays before you. You know now that Cole intends to wipe out all supers in Primal Earth, believing it's for the safety of those in Praetoria. Will you go to Paragon City and try to prevent Cole's invasion, to try and ensure that no innocents in Praetoria or Primal Earth come to harm? Or will you go to the Rogue Isles to seek your own power and glory, allowing Cole to do as he wishes, or perhaps to rival his own power? You definitely need to go to Paragon City and become a hero. Deep Freeze, I'm here on behalf of the Provost Marchand to help you make your transition into Primal Earth a smooth one. He commends you for your choice of moving forward to keep the peace in Praetoria. There are a few things you need to know before going into Primal Earth. Primal Earth is a somewhat more chaotic place in Praetoria. Specifically, Paragon City is faced with many threats on a daily basis. We'll be placing you in the center of the action, as they say, in a place called Talos Island. Yay! There you will be on your own to help protect the people of Paragon and prove that you are a force of good. I'll give you a quick combat analysis of some of the groups you'll be facing in Paragon City. One of the chief threats, as you may already know, is Arachnos. Okay. We already know a lot of this stuff, so we'll skip through all this. The Freak Show. The Hive. Police scanners. We have intelligence to believe that there is a group on the other side called Sam who are already on the lookout for you. It appears that someone is on the look exactly like you. It's called Chaos in Primal Earth. Oh, great. Okay. That may be that the mission we've done in the past in Telos Island. Let's see what happens here. Speak with whoever waits on the other through the portal. Oops. Yep. Oh, here's Praetoria King. You've done a lot for Praetoria, Deep Freeze. I know it wasn't easy for you to help me with Cleopatra, but it had to be done. Oh, that's Washington. I believe Praetor White has recovered from the incident after speaking with Emperor Cole, though. I tend not to get too close to him. You understand. I'm sure. At any rate, I wish you the best of luck in Primal Earth. I hope you can do what you can to prevent a war from breaking out. There are a lot of good men and women in the PPD. I wouldn't want to see their lives lost if there is a peaceful way around them. Just remember, there may come a point when you can't do anything else to help those people. When that time comes, we need to do what's best for Praetoria. I'll do my best. Washington Loyalist, okay? There's Ivy. I have helped 245 people since we last spoke, Deep Freeze. Provost Marchand wants to extend his thanks to you for activating my program to act freely to aid the people of Praetoria. I also had the following message that they have been given to me when I have informed the people that you reprogram my systems. Thank you, Deep Freeze. You saved my husband's life. I thought those monsters were going to kill me. If you hadn't changed Ivy, I would never have survived to see my children. Ivy helped us stop a resistance bombing plot before it was too late. It's good to know we can rely on it and members of Powers Division to help us out. Thank you, Ivy. That's nice. Any other of our friends? I guess not. Well, I do like the Praetorian, the city itself. I think it's beautiful. I love the story arcs and the moral quandaries. I just hate the missions and the fact that all the enemies are too high level, and we never make any money because here's all my powers, and this is the slots I got. I got no money to slot anything. It's terrible. So we're gonna go back into Paragon City and see what happens. Emperor Marcus Cole. Hello, Deep Freeze. I have to say, it's surprising to see one of my powers divisions here in Primal Earth. I can only assume that Marchand wants to make an attempt to form peace here. Emperor Cole, what are you doing here? My hero. That is my own business, Deep Freeze. I have to wonder, however, about your own loyalty to Praetoria. Are you truly fine with putting our fair city at risk, being invaded first by these creatures of destruction in Primal Earth? I've killed good people in the name of Praetoria, Cole. Don't question. No, like I say, my own loyalty. You have no idea what I've been. Yeah, let's do that. I believe I can have some semblance of what you've been through, much like myself, I imagine. Hardships, pains, difficulties, and all of it was in the name of Praetoria, was it not? To protect the people, to protect the city. I've done all the same, Deep Freeze, only for myself. It was to protect the world. That's why I stepped forward to save this world from Hamadan, and that's why I've taken such measures to protect the people of Praetoria from the chaotic nature of humanity. You're protecting the people from themselves. Yes, Deep Freeze, people are weak, at least when it comes to doing the right thing. That's why you cannot give them the choice to do what is wrong. I have done so in Praetoria, and look at how it flourished. Primal Earth, however, will always allows us to continue, even with some of the worst examples of humanity. That's why it must be wiped away. They know of our perfect world, and already, as you have seen, they seek to destroy it. People, when left to their own free will seek out only to destroy what is good, what is pure, Deep Freeze. I will not give them the option to do that. I will strike them down before they can act and ensure that no others ever get the chance to make that choice, the choice to destroy. Humanity cannot be trusted with that choice of destruction. Only someone like myself can. They may be weak, Cole, but they deserve a chance to live. Those who are in Praetoria deserve the chance to live, Deep Freeze, but not on people on Primal Earth. They have gone for far too long believing in their own way of life. I cannot simply just go in there and have them change. No, doing so would be far difficult. far too difficult, and would risk the lives of those in Praetoria. The only way this can end is for all of Primal Earth who can stand against me be wiped out. The others will be assimilated into the new Praetorian society on Primal Earth. I will not hesitate to have my army turn on you, Deep Freeze, if you choose to fight on the side of the Primals. I believe that your time in Primal Earth will show you the true, rotting nature of humanity and the horrors it is capable of. And you, what are you going to do? I have other matters to attend to, Deep Freeze. This will be the last time you will see me for some time. When we meet again, it will either be with you by my side as we enter Primal Earth, or you staring down one of the War Walkers. Make the choice wisely. I already have, Cole. All right. That was kind of cool. Telos Island. Castellan. Okay, we got another contact here. Contact here. Keith Dance here. 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 Holy smokes. All right, is there someone outside the door? Not that I can tell. Let's see, do we have a mission? Nope. We are here. All right, so I'm going to go over here to the tram station, and we will call it a day. We are now a hero in Paragon City, in Talos Island, my favorite map in the game. Ooh, they got some kind of thing going on over here. What's this? What in the world is going on here? Wow. All right. So that's going to do it. That is the end of Praetoria. Again, it's interesting. You may not want to play those missions. That was the Loyalist series until we switched sides towards the very end because I thought we needed to. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. But there's also you can play the whole resistance thing. You can play either side as a spy for the other side. You can switch back and forth. Again, it's up to you. Or you can say, you know something, I think I've had enough of Praetoria. Those 9 episodes were all I need. And that's how I feel about it right now. I will say this. I enjoyed Praetoria much better than I enjoyed the missions in Croatoa. That's all I have to say. So until next time, when we come up with a new character and some new missions, this is Greg 29407 along with Deep Freeze saying farewell, and we will see you next time.